You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused a fire at the historic Tesla lab in Shoreham. Steve Langford has more on the damage and what's next for the educational center.
A historic scientific site of international importance ablaze late Tuesday afternoon in Shoreham, where firefighters from several communities fought to save the Tesla Science Center and Museum project, which had been undergoing a $20 million restoration.
I think that when it was dark here last night, people were worried we were going to lose the lab.
Mark Alessi is executive director of the Tesla Science Center, originally the site of legendary scientist Nikola Tesla's laboratory, constructed here more than a century ago.
I mean, there's definitely some significant damage, but as you can see behind me, the lab is still standing, so we're very hopeful today.
A statue on the property here in honor of the renowned scientist was dedicated a decade ago, while the name Tesla has since been made world famous by Elon Musk, who named his auto company after the scientist. Musk donating $1 million to the Science Center project here in 2012. The lab dates back to 1901, when famed architect Stanford White began construction here.
My heart did flips.
The sight of the fire-ravaged scene shocked Shoreham resident and longtime Science Center volunteer Barbara Ann Bronca, who says the legacy of Nikola Tesla has been important to the education of school children in this area.
It saddens me so, but I'm sure the spirit of Tesla is going to get us through in this community.
Officials say they have been receiving calls from around the world expressing concern about and hope for the Tesla Science Center and Museum project.
Our mission continues. This does not deter us.
Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
Well, 2 people have died in a car explosion at the New York-Canadian border. Authorities say all 4 border crossings in the area are now closed. This happened on the American side of Niagra Falls at a checkpoint on the International Rainbow Bridge. Governor Kathy Hochul says state police are working with the FBI to monitor all points of entry to the state. Only in Newsday, Southold has taken disciplinary action against 2 more of its police officers. It comes after an investigation into a cop's retirement party during the pandemic. Residents complained that the party did not follow COVID rules banning large gatherings at the time. The town board voted to suspend an officer and reduce a sergeant's suspension. Hundreds of home-cooked meals were given out today for those having a hard time this holiday season. Sherry Einhorn has that story from Brentwood.
Happy Thanksgiving.
A Thanksgiving meal for those who needed or wanted it.
Usually, family would get together, but things happen, so right now I'm on my own.
Brentwood's Martin DeMace told me this turkey meal lifted his spirits a little.
It's perfect. It's home food. Like when I opened it, I was like, yeah, I'm at home, so I'm not worried about nothing.
Enjoying it.
Bayshore's Javier Rivera says the food was delicious. He was recently laid off from his job, but says he's trying not to worry about it over the holidays.
Being thankful, being together, being alive, healthy, good, we're just being thankful for everything.
This is the 5th year the Thanksgiving meal has been hosted here in Brentwood, and the local legislator tells me it's important to him to help give back to his community.
Those moments of just coming together and eating all together on a table, brings that joy, no matter how minimal, but it's a joy that we bring back to those that are in need.
The Legal Aid Society of Suffolk County helped sponsor this event. There were 100 meals to hand out to those who walked through the doors, like Marco Gonzalez.
I didn't want to come out.
Marco told me he lost his wife Sheila last year, and he says Thanksgiving just isn't the same without her.
I have my up and downs. Well, you never know how much you miss someone until when they're not there. And that's why I came here. Tomorrow I stay home and make the best I could.
Happy Thanksgiving. In Brentwood, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Kind effort there. And preparations are now underway for the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Some Long Islanders tell Newsday they made the trek to Manhattan to watch their favorite float get inflated.
Seeing them on TV and even watching the balloons in the parade and then watching them be blown up, it's a whole different experience, and it's just so cool to see how the balloons are blown up and the whole process that's put into for the spectacle that's on TV.
Some people say that's even better than the parade itself, but the parade starts tomorrow morning at 8:30. So let's take a look at your Long Island forecast tonight. Partly cloudy and cool, around 42 degrees as those balloons were inflated. But for Thanksgiving tomorrow, sunny and warm, around 50 degrees. We do have a slight breeze, which we know impacts the parade, but should be light enough that it won't cause a problem.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
The southern pine beetle is eating and destroying portions of the island's pine barrens. Steve Langford has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Amid the beauty of Suffolk County's precious Pine Barren region, there is no mistaking the devastation of the past decade caused by the invasion of southern pine beetles.
There's been hundreds of thousands of trees killed by the southern pine beetle.
The battle to halt the relentless spread of these tiny bark beetles is being waged by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation.
There we go.
Southern pine beetle expert Nate Hudson and his colleagues discovered the beetle invasion back in late 2014, which has hit forested areas like South Haven County Park hard. Across more than a third of this park, pitch pine trees have been killed by the southern pine beetle. The Department of Environmental Conservation has cut down tens of thousands of pine trees to create buffer zones to try to keep the beetle infestation from spreading.
We are experiencing like another uptick in southern pine beetle, and that's along the South Shore and South Fork, very noticeable, as well as areas in Manorville Hills and Brookhaven State Park and Brookhaven National Labs.
The department says the fight against the spread of the southern pine beetle took a hit during the pandemic, along with drier and warmer conditions that contribute to the onslaught of the beetles.
This beetle definitely has the possibility to remove most, if not all, of the pitch pine from the pine barrens if we don't act proactively to make the areas not affected by the southern pine beetle more resistant to it, and then react to the southern pine beetle itself.
The struggle to preserve this natural treasure. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
You can read more about the southern pine beetle on our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. This exclusive exhibit is celebrating more than 50 years of Billy Joel's life and legacy. Elisa DiStefano has a VIP look.
I don't know where they got all this stuff.
I think they raided your archives.
I didn't know I had all this stuff.
Rare memorabilia, photos, and awards celebrating Billy Joel's life and legacy at the new Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame exhibit, Billy Joel, My Life, A Piano Man's Journey. You've been honored deservingly so many times over your career, but this is the only exhibit solely dedicated to you and your life.
I'm impressed.
Was there anything down there that you were surprised to see?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that extensive. I don't know, like I said, I don't know where they got all this stuff. So I guess I lived, huh?
The exhibit takes you through Billy's life on Long Island, from Billy the Kid to playing with the Hassles to career highlights and some of the most memorable moments in music history. What is it like for you to walk through your life? It must be like somewhat surreal.
It's kind of scary, actually. You know, it's surrounded by photographs of me. It's not exactly where I'm that comfortable, you know. You're surrounded by photographs of yourself. You go, oh, I didn't look too good there. Should have done something with my hair here. But yeah, this is quite an honor.
And what fans have been waiting for the longest time can now be found here at the Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame in Stony Brook. How great to have it in your hometown!
Well, this isn't my hometown. I didn't even know where the hell I was until I got up this far north.
It's a Long Island, you know it.
Yes, and I haven't left. People think I left Long Island. I haven't left. I'm still here.
For Newsday TV, Elisa DiStefano.
still here. You can read more about the Billy Joel exhibit on Newsday.com. Again, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
In this day and age of social media and of misinformation everywhere you look, it's so critical for my work to come from a respected, trusted source where readers know they can trust it day in and day out.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great night. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.